All right, I'm going to simplify the log of base 1/2 of 1/4. So log 1/4 base of 1/2. So let's get started. So I'm going to assume that you don't know much about logs and that you haven't ever seen them before and that you also don't remember a lot of your arithmetic skills. So we're going to go and start with showing you how to change the look of a log. So when you have log of some value x with some base b, it will equal some value y. And when we simplify this, we want to change it to something that's easy to understand and it looks a lot better than log base 1/2 of 1/4. So we're going to say that this is going to equal some value y, and that will be our simplified value. All right, so in order to change base, all you have to do is you change the form of a logarithm into an exponential form. All you need to do is have b raised to the y is equal to x. So in other words, it's b raised to the y equals x. All right, so now that you have that, you're like, okay, well, what does this mean? Well, we're going to use this form over here to change the look of this logarithm. So I'm going to show you. So see here, there's 1/2. Here's b. So b equals 1/2. And then we have y and y. So y equals y. And then we have 1/4 and we have x. So x equals 1/4. All right. The reason why I like to change it to exponential form is because nobody really likes to work in logarithm form. I've done quite a bit of tutoring and they never seem to like to deal with this scary little part right here that says log. But I just explained to them, this is the basic form, and so you can go from exponent back to logarithm just fine. And so just using this technique. So you can just remember that this is the same b as here, this is the same x as here, this is the same y as here. All right, so now that I have these variables laid out, I'm going to put it in this form. So I've got b, so I'm going to write it over here. 1/2 raised to the y, so it's y in this case, this is the thing we're going to try to figure out, equals 1/4. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to try to figure out, all right, 1/2 raised to what equals 1/4? Some can see right away what the answer would be, but I'm going to see if I can break it down for you so it's not that hard. So remember when you have 1/2 raised to the y, that's the same as having it's the whole thing raised to the y. That's the equivalent of doing 1 raised to the y over 2 raised to the y equals 1/4. And remember that 1 raised to any power, you can plug this in calculator and prove it to yourself, is 1 raised to any power is still 1. And so you still have 1 on the top, and then you have 2 to the y equals 1/4. And even if this isn't making that much sense, you can use some algebra to help simplify this, but right now I'm going to show you that you can just kind of flip these fractions on both sides, and that would be the same as multiplying by 4, multiplying by 4, multiplying by 2y, multiplying by 2y. But since they're both a fraction, they both have a 1 on the top, just flip them. So you got 2y equals 4. And so now you just have 2 to the y equals 4. Well, then you're like, oh, well, I still don't know what that is. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to factor, break it down into common multiples for 4. So you go 2 to the y is equal to, well, 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 2. Well, what's another way of writing 2 times 2? Remember that something squared is equal to that times itself. So this is 2 times itself, so that would be the equivalent of 2 squared. So now that you see the bases on these exponents are the same, so you can just put these powers equal to each other. So you got y equals 2. And so what did I tell you in the beginning? I said that whatever y is going to be the simplified form of this logarithm. And so this log simplified is 2. And that's as simple as you get. Hope this helps, and feel free to like and leave a comment.